The prices of food and drinks could increase next year due to the soaring costs of ingredients and goods. Restaurant operators said the price hikes would be inevitable as they cannot absorb the rising costs. The Malaysian Muslim Restaurant Owners Association, or PRESMA, which represents 9,000 restaurants, said some have proposed a 10% price hike for menu items to cover a 30% increment in the cost of ingredients. Its president, Jawahar Ali Taib Khan, said they had been able to maintain prices for over 3 years, and PRESMA is perhaps the only association that has asked its members not to raise their prices until the 30th of December. He said they would definitely impose an increment by next year, but would try to minimize it and keep it at a reasonable rate. He stressed that this is not meant for the operators to make money, but to cover rising costs. Besides costlier goods, Jawahar said the industry was also struggling with worker shortages, forcing employers to fork out higher wages to hire staff, which increases overhead costs. Meanwhile, the Malaysian Indian Restaurant Owners Association, or PRIMAS, believes that some of its 1,500 members have increased prices after the price of ingredients and goods they needed increased by 50 to 100%. PRIMAS Vice President C. Krishnan said that some of the restaurants increased their prices by 10% or 10 cent to 30 cent, which is unlikely to have a real impact on customers. He said customers understand as they purchase household goods too. He added that it is almost impossible for them to sustain their businesses without increasing the prices, and they may need to increase prices by 15 to 20% to cover the rising costs. Krishnan also urged the government to understand the plight of the food service operators instead of just looking at the price tags charged to the customers. He said since March 2020, around 1,000 food outlets have closed shop as they could not sustain the cost of running a business.